That was defense attorney Spencer Siegel. He gave a pretty good opening statement to the jury, John, especially in light of the fact he's only been out of law school for a few years. I thought that was a very good opening statement. He outlined the evidence. He gave the defense. The evidence was with his spin, his interpretation. I think he did a good job for Mr. Clark. Here, though, in the defense, I see a conflict. Insanity, as you've just told our viewers, is an affirmative defense, like self-defense. In other words, you say, yes, I did the act, but I was insane at the time. Here, the defense is trying to have it both ways. They're saying he was insane at the time, but he didn't do it. Will that fly?
That's straddling the fence a little bit, and I agree with you. I think the defense attorney is doing a good job at this point. Apparently this is his first felony trial, so he's handling himself well in the courtroom. But they are straddling the fence there, and I think the reason for that is probably we're getting back to that same key witness testimony that they saw him affirmatively pushing the baby down. They're trying to get away from that, because if the jury believes that, everything else becomes harder to accept the insanity, because it shows some knowledge. You are definitely trying to do that, as opposed to it was some accident that occurred while he was fleeing demons or whatever it was. By him doing that, that's hard to explain. So they almost want to get away from that and then perhaps have a better opportunity to show that he was under some sort of insanity at the time.
John, once again, the defendant is going to be haunted by his own statements to the police. And he actually gave a pretty good, coherent explanation to the police, something about he was in the water and he dropped the baby boy, lost him, and was afraid the boy had drowned. But his other statements became conflicting, and again, the two fishermen that observed what they observed is going to poke a hole in that story.
Right, and even defense counsel, Mr. Siegel, when he says even what the witnesses saw is not what you would consider to be normal behavior, that's not enough. I mean, you know, people can be under extreme tension, duress, commit crimes. That's not insanity. And it's not even what we hear the phrase temporary insanity, which is kind of what you're claiming here. You really have to show much more than that. And a lot of what we saw with the police and investigators and questions and answers don't point to this person being under any delusion. And that's potentially a problem.
Of course, the whole story may change as soon as we hear from the mental health experts, which we anticipate the defense is going to put on when we come back from the break. The state's first witness is a fisherman turned hero, and he tells the jury about rescuing Freddie Clark's son.